that. Right there, smoothly in down the back straightaway. 3 car lengths separating. Big send on the inside. Kyle Terzak up the racetrack. Contact between the two, and it's going to be Braxton DeWeese winning here at Nashville. As my apologies, folks. There we go. Welcome to the WD Broadcasting Network. Did not have the audio on there for a minute, so you guys can hear me now. But welcome to the second race of the Leave the Pack Modified Division season. We are getting ready to kick things off. Practice coming to a close here shortly. Drivers getting those final adjustments underway. Trey Ashworth right now in the 16th spot. That's going to be the magical number here in 1 minute when qualifying begins. Your top 16 competitors will transfer to the A feature from qualifying. Then we will take 4 drivers from, I believe, 2 B features. Going to split these guys up into multiple B feature events so we don't have too much chaos on track. Carter Russo currently sitting at the top of the points, or top of the leaderboard right now. Russo was your fast qualifier last week. We'll see what he can do here tonight. Ended up in the 2nd spot after last week's race. Had some trouble early on. Got sent to the rear, was able to work his way back up. Trevor Catalano in the 55 machine here tonight. Making his first ever Leave the Pack iRacing League start. But it is now time to qualify here at the new Smyrna Speedway. We'll see who can take that top spot and who the first driver out will be. '31 machine of Brad Carpenter making his way out onto the racetrack. The Idaho driver, brings it to a rest down the back straightaway. Did not like the run he got out of the pits right there. Might have gotten a black flag. iRacing very, very strict on where you exit the pits. Here's a driver that had some success in the preseason. Picked up a podium finish at the North Wilkesboro Speedway a couple weeks ago in the the first week of preseason. Through turns 3 and 4, he's going to see the white flag right here. This is Garrett Thompson. Thompson in the 0-4. First lap time is 16:94. That'll put him 4th quick. Thompson, the driver out of Friendship, Maine, with race room 3 on the side of that 0-4 machine across the stripe. Second lap time for Thompson. Able to pick it up a little bit, moves up into the 4th spot at 16:88. We'll see where he stacks up at the conclusion of qualifying. Brady Cox, second lap time, 16:85. But Carter Russo just a little bit quicker in that 21 machine. He's able to take the top spot. Look at that. Jesse Binkley in the 25 car goes to the top spot. Nathan Bryant to second. Brian Gravel in the 22 machine making his qualifying run right now in the 8th spot. As we look at the battle for that bubble position right now, Adam Fulford hanging on in the 71 machine, but we've got a couple more drivers left to go. Gravel's second lap time, gonna move up to the 4th position. Zach Murphy, lap number 1, gonna go 14th quick. That's gonna knock Jeremiah Woods out in the triple twos. Right now, Trevor Catalano in the 55 is holding that final transfer position, and look at that. Zach Murphy on lap number 2 goes quick time in the 29. Justin Coleman, lap number 1, goes to the 8th spot in the 14 machine. But Zach Murphy goes to the top spot in the 29. These guys have 3 laps of qualifying. Brandon Elvis in the 54, 10th quick on lap number 2. He's on his white flag lap right here. Elvis doesn't get many laps here in the Tour Mod division. We'll see what he can do. Across the stripe that time. 6th quick in the 54. So Elvis gonna like where he is sitting. The invert, I believe Elvis might have just missed it. And the final car completing his final lap right now, Jeffrey Miller in the 79 machine. Miller comes across the stripe. 30th place for the 79 of Jeffrey Miller, the driver out of Lexington, North Carolina. And that is going to wrap up qualifying, I do believe. It's going to be Zach Murphy picking up his first pole of the season. And we'll see if we can't find him here in Discord. Grab a word from our pole sitter here tonight. Zach Murphy up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yeah, I got you, Winston.
Alrighty, well, quick time here tonight. A good field of modifieds. 32 cars in that 29 machine is at the top right here. How do you feel going into this 100-lap race from that fast qualifier position? There is an invert, but you're the fastest car here tonight. How does it feel?
There's an invert. I didn't even look. It feels pretty good. Always good to show speed in qualifying. Wasn't on top of the board of the in practice, but it was hard to judge with the track. So always nice to set the fast lap, like you said. Great group of guys and cars in here. So to come out on top is always nice.
Yeah, definitely good to be sitting at the top of the order after qualifying. You're going to get 10 bonus points for that top spot, and you're going to be, I believe, starting in the 5th spot. I believe the invert was a 5. So good luck to you, Zach, and hopefully we can be talking to you post-race.
Yeah, hopefully we'll keep the speed throughout the race, and we can, like you said, be talking at the end.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations once again on your quick time here tonight.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
Yep, you too. Alrighty, folks. That was Zach Murphy. And now we are going to do our B feature here. Drivers having discussion over chat. Alrighty. Got everything, I believe, handled behind the scenes. We'll try and get our starting lineup for tonight's B feature. Kyle Schmidt's going to roll off from the pole in the 191, making his first ever leave the pack start. Dalton Creech going to roll off second in the 36. Zach Coyer third in the 13. Brandon Kelly will roll off fourth. Trevor Catalano making his first start will roll off in the 5th spot. Jeremiah Woods in the 6th position. Adam Fulford going to start 7th in the 71 machine, with next to Lewis Flowers in the 62. Justin Elvis will start 9th in the 44, with Grayson Spillers in the 38 to his outside. Back behind them, it will be Caden Binkley in the 98 machine and Trey Ashworth in the 8. That's row number 6. Jacob Merrill and Jeffrey Miller are going to make up row number 7. Rounding out our field, out back, Scott Bryant and Wade Enyart in the 210 machine. Shotgun on the field. 16 cars going to take the top 4 positions. There are caution laps here in tonight's B feature. But the Leave the Pack Modified Division about to be underway. As who will it be? Dalton Creech and Kyle Schmitz right now sitting pretty on the front row. What can they do? They're going to work their way into turns 3 and 4. The green flag is out. We are underway here in the B feature. Down into turns 1 and 2. Everybody fighting for every inch of space that they can get. They know that every position matters here early on. Dalton Creech going to assume the early lead down into turns 3 and 4. Through turns 3 and 4 for the first time. Leader of lap number 1 going to be Dalton Creech. Caden Binkley a little bit slow out behind, but we're going to keep it rolling as we've got 11 laps to go. Creech, your race leader right now, trying to maintain that top spot. Meanwhile, battle back behind for the transfer spot. The yellow flag flies. Not sure what happened. Wade Enyart in the 210 machine going around. Take a look at what happened right here. A little bit too much throttle up off the corner. Tough break there for the 210. Alrighty, folks. Back under caution here. We've got 5 laps in this time. Going to be getting the 1 to go signal this time by. Dalton Creech, your race leader right now, trying to just hang on to that top spot. Kyle Schmitz in the 2nd spot, Zach Coyer 3rd. Brandon Kelly currently holds on to that final transfer position. But the yellow flag out for the first time here tonight. As the lights are off on the iRacing.com pace truck, we're going to bring it through the restart zone. Green, green, green. We are back underway. Dalton Creech gets the early advantage. Good start there from the 36 machine. Meanwhile, back behind, they know they've got a short amount of time to battle for this transfer position. Look at Adam Fulford, Jeremiah Woods, to leave the pack. Regulars trying to scrap it up, and trouble behind. Grayson Spillers, Trey Ashworth, upside down. Big time problems there, up off the corner. And the caution flag is going to fly for the second time. The caution flag is out. We will look at what happened here. Not sure what happened to Grayson Spillers right there in the 38 machine. I think there was contact with Jacob Merrill in the 14. We will go back and see, try and get a better viewpoint of what happened. And there's contact there between the two. We'll go back one more time and try and see it from a better angle. Yeah, it looks like they just kind of met in the middle right there. And around they went. So we are close to completing this one. We've got 4 minutes into the race. We've got 1 lap to go. So they're gonna come back with a single file restart right here. The rule in leave the pack, if you don't get a lap in under the green flag, single file will be the next restart. So it's going to be Dalton Creech, Kyle Schmitz, Zach Coyer, and Trevor Catalano leading us through the restart zone. Good start there for the 36 machine once again. As Dalton Creech down the back straightaway. Through turns 3 and 4 right here. I believe he is going to see the white flag. 1 more lap to go for the 36 of Dalton Creech. Trevor Catalano currently hangs on to that 4th spot. We'll watch in on the battle for 4th down the back straightaway one more time. Through turns 3 and 4, Dalton Creech going to pick up the victory in the B feature. And he is going to transfer into the A. Kyle Schmidt, Zach Coyer, Trevor Catalano, all going to make the field. But Dalton Creech hangs on to it and is going to walk away the winner of the B feature. We'll put the results up on screen. Try to at least. And then also grab a word from our winner in the B feature. Results up on screen. We're going to go ahead. Try that again. We're going to go ahead and grab a word from our B feature winner, Dalton Creech. Dalton Creech up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Alrighty, bud. Well, started that B feature on the front row, took advantage of it, and you grabbed that lead early on. Led from the get-go. There was a couple caution flags in there. Luckily, you were on top of your game on those restarts. And you were able to walk away the winner of the B feature, and you're going to be racing 100 laps here in the A. Do you think you got a shot?
You know, I said I didn't last Wednesday and ended up working my way up to third in the street stocks. I'm not going to rule out anything. I surprised myself last week, so maybe I'll surprise myself again this week. But I can win a B main now. It's the features I'm having trouble with.
Alrighty, well, you're going to have 100 laps to figure it out here tonight. You're going to be starting from that 17th place starting position. There's going to be 20 cars out there. Could get a little bit tight here tonight at New Smyrna. Luckily, we talked about your suggestion. We got the fast repair in there tonight, so you do have an opportunity to have a little bit of an incident, need be, but nonetheless, starting 17th here tonight. We wish you luck, Dalton Creech. Hopefully, we can talk to you later on.
Yeah, hey, heck yeah, dude. Thank you so much for putting this on, man. Really enjoy racing the Leave the Pack.
Yes, sir. Thanks for running. Alrighty, folks. That was Dalton Creech, driver of the 36 machine. These guys are getting the warm-up session completed. And look at the times right here. Look how close everybody tends to be. So close throughout the top 10. Only a tenth of a second, really. And qualifying was really close as well. So 20 cars going to be coming to the green. Unfortunately, a lot of drivers going to be sent home after the B feature tonight. But unfortunately, that is part of it. So very, very intense and rather competitive, if you will, here in the Leave the Pack Modified Division. My goal when creating this league was to have a top 10 mean something, have a top 5 run mean something. And a lot of these guys are pretty happy when they're on the podium finishing here post-race. So hopefully we can see a similar story play out here tonight. 20 very, very good drivers about to take the green flag here at the new Smyrna Speedway. We will walk through our grid right here. Grid up on screen. Brian Grable going to start on the pole in the 22 machine. Qualified 5th here tonight. The invert was a 5. Carter Russo going to start in the 2nd spot in the 21. Nathan Bryant will roll off 3rd in the 49 machine with Jesse Binkley in the 25, starting 4th to his outside. Zach Murphy, your fast qualifier, going to roll off 5th in the 29 with Brandon Elvis in the 54, starting 6th to his outside. Connor Lee in the 18, going to roll off 7th, your 3rd place finisher last week. He'll roll off next to Brad Carpenter in the 31, who's going to start 8th. Justin Coleman in the 14, going to start 9th. Next to Brady Cox in the 76, making his first start of the season. Back behind them, it's going to be Bryson Myers in the 11 machine in the 11th spot, with Tate Payne in the 12 machine in the 12th spot. Back behind, rounding out the field, Caleb Thompson going to start 13th in the 04 with Scott Negus to his outside in the 555 machine. Martin Piazzatelli going to start 15th in the 133 with Cortland Herman in the 16th spot. Rounding out those A-main transfers in the 70 machine. And then Dalton Creech, winner of your B feature, going to start 17th in the 36. Kyle Schmidt's going to start 18th in the 191. Zach Coyer going to roll off 19th in the 13 machine. And Trevor Catalano going to start shotgun on the field in the 55. So the field makes their way into turns 1 and 2. Got the 1 to go signal this time. As they work their way into turns 3 and 4. Green flag is out. We are underway here at New Smyrna. Good start there from Carter Russo up on the top side. They're going to be dead even down into turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch we go for the first time. Carter Russo going to try and lead lap number 1, but here comes Brian Grable back down on the bottom side in the 22. Loose down on the bottom. Carter Russo going to lead lap number 1 as they still sort it out back behind. Brandon Elvis up on the outside of Zach Murphy in the 29 machine. Murphy down low, your fast qualifier right now in the 6th spot. Trying to make his way forward early on. He's back behind. Oh, big moment there. Nathan Bryant with a heck of a save in the 49 machine. He's got Jesse Binkley knocking on his left foot panel, trying to make a move for the third spot. The 49 got way sideways off of turns 3 and 4 that time. Did a heck of a job hanging on to that race car, and everybody's still keeping it in the right direction. As we are 4 laps in of 100 here at Smyrna Speedway. Battle out back for the 9th position. Bryson Myers trying to make a move on Justin Coleman, who looked back behind. Tate Payne and Cortland Herman. Contact up off of 4. Tate Payne into the outside wall. He's going to lose a ton of ground right there. We're going to stay green. Caution flag not flying right there for iRacing. Kyle Schmidt's trying to move forward. One of the drivers that transferred in through that B feature up to the 15th place starting position. The biggest mover so far, Cortland Herman up 4 positions from the drop of the green up into the 12th spot in the 70. So up front, still your race leader right now, doing a good job hanging on to the top spot. I believe last time by Brandon Elvis actually just set the fastest lap time of the race. 54 machine is starting to figure something out, as he's got your fast qualifier Zach Murphy right behind him as well. We've got about an 8-car breakaway out front. Connor Lee and Justin Coleman trying to hang on to the end of this group, but very spread out field right here. Is Cortland Herman going to get around Brady Cox in the 76? Herman continuing to move forward in that 70 machine. As we are still green flag from the get-go right here. Russo has had pressure from that 22 machine of Brian Grable this whole time. Nathan Bryant right there in the 49 machine as well. They've been right there on the back bumper, just have not had an opportunity to show the nose. As they head down the front straightaway, your front 8 cars still all single file right there on the front stretch. Meanwhile, we've got a battle back behind for the 15th position. Trevor Catalano trying to pull the move underneath Dalton Creech in the 36. Catalano on the bottom side. Creech up top. Ooh, trouble back behind. Kyle Schmitz and Zach Coyer made some contact right there. Scott Negus trying to get around Brady Cox in the 76. Negus able to get around right there, make that move work. Meanwhile, up front, Jesse Binkley's under fire from the 54 of Brandon Elvis. These guys are going to start to get a little bit more heat in these tires and maybe lose some of that front grip. So we are 15 laps in right here. 15 in for Carter Russo. We've got 85 to go. Going to be a long race here. Look at this, Brady Cox in that 76 machine. Looks like he's having a little bit of trouble getting that car rotated. He's going to lose several positions right there. Catalano goes by. There goes Dalton Creech as well. The 76 of Brady Cox not having a very good handling race car right there. You can tell he's just not able to get that car rotated and the power down. He falls all the way back into the 18th spot. Back up front. 3-car breakaway now for your race lead. Carter Russo back in the front by about a car length in front of Brian Grable. This is a very different race than what we saw last week. These guys are having a green flag run right here, right at the beginning, which is going to allow a lot of guys to try and it's going to allow a lot of guys to get some heat in their tires, get some wear in their tires, and maybe have a little bit more raceability at the end of the race. We'll see as this one plays out. We've still got 80 laps to go when we get back across the line right here. And so far, it's been a pretty exciting race. Just getting some green flag laps in. It's a bit of a change from last week and leave the pack. So I'm very happy with the way it's going right now. One of the guys that's happy with the way it's going is Carter Russo. He's out front and in charge. Last week he qualified fast time. Started in the 7th position. But trouble struck quickly as he got the back bumper of the 36 of Dalton Creech and unfortunately was sent to the rear. Carter was able to work his way back up into the 2nd position and get some pretty good points on the night. But would love to get that victory here in the modified division. He went to victory lane in the Super Late Model division on Wednesday night. I know Carter would love a victory here in the modified division as well. Still continuing to let this one play out. Justin Coleman approaching the back bumper of Connor Lee. That is the battle for the 7th spot. Look back at Trevor Catalano in the 55 machine. The black and red 55 machine. He's in that 13th position. He started shotgun on this field, 20th place. After that B main 4th place finish. Already up into the 13th spot, up 7 positions, your biggest mover so far. We'll have to keep an eye on that 55. Portland Herman also moving forward in the 70. He's approaching Brad Carpenter in the 31 as you see the 70 car really rolling that apron down to the bottom side. He's doing a good job keeping the car pointed up off the corners, keeping the momentum. Caution flag is out. Caleb Thompson, Dalton Creech spun around on the exit of turns 1 and 2. We saw contact between them earlier on. Not sure what it was about, but gonna be under yellow for the first time. As we'll watch right here, the 36 of Creech and Thompson, they were battling, and it looks like the 36 of Creech might have just gotten a little bit too big of a run right there. Got into the back bumper of Thompson. So we'll go on board with the 36 right here. Yeah, I think Creech just a little bit too much throttle up off the corner right there, and that is going to send the 2 of them around. So the yellow flag is out for the first time here tonight. Folks, we had a good green flag run to open it up here at the new Smyrna Speedway. We hope that these guys can continue that trend of green flag action. Carter Russo, I believe, said he is going to take the top lane, is what I heard in chat. And you got to think, with the preferred lane here at New Smyrna, it tends to be that outside lane. So no surprise to see Carter Russo taking the outside here on this restart. As the field gets the 1 to go signal. We'll take a look at the schedule real quick up on screen. Last week we were at Kern County. This week we're at New Smyrna. IRP next week, going to be fun. Langley, South Boston. You're not going to want to miss these races here on the WD Broadcasting Network. As the pace car is back off, Carter Russo, Brian Grable through the restart zone. We're back underway at New Smyrna. Down into turns 1 and 2. First restart here tonight. Carter Russo going to get a good jump in the 21 machine. He's going to be clear of Brian Grable. They're going to be out a couple car lengths from 3rd place Nathan Bryant. Up off the corner, Russo going to lead him back around. We're going to make it across that time. Bryson Myers in the 9th spot, trying to get the 8th position from Connor Lee in the 18. Ooh, big moment right there for Trevor Catalano in the 55. These cars a little bit edgy on the first couple laps of a run. Carpenter and Herman made a little bit of contact right there. Battle for the 11th position. Is up front. Carter Russo continues to hold the race lead. And honestly, not seeing that much movement up front. Your top 5 or 6 competitors really staying in those first couple positions. But we will have to see as this race plays out. Brad Carpenter, Zach Hoyer battling now for the 13th spot. Hoyer, one of the main transfers up into the 13th position right here. That moves him up 6 positions from the drop of the green. Trevor Catalano trying to make a move underneath. Our way back up through the field. Scott Lucas underneath Bryson Myers. Very hard to pass here at New Smyrna in these tour mods. A lot of power to the rear tires, so you can really drive that car off the corner, but if you can roll the top around somebody's outside, it is very, very tough for that inside car to keep the momentum up with the way that these corners are set up. So comes around that time to see lap number 40. And these front 4 cars have kind of broken away. Brandon Elvis in the 5th spot, about half a second back from Jesse Binkley in the 25. But Grable and Bryant giving Russo really no breathing room at all. They've kept him close this entire race so far. We'll see if anybody is able to put together a run as we obviously get later into this one. Look back on Bryson Myers, still trying to find a way around Connor Lee in the 18. You see a lot of guys doing a little bit different things down in 3 and 4. If you caught it that time, Lee and Myers were doing that same line that you see in 1 and 2 where they enter in a little bit higher, try and cut that car back down. Watch what Justin Coleman does. Or rather, Zach Murphy drives that car down to the yellow line, really rolls that car through the center. A lot of different lines you see here at New Smyrna Speedway. And honestly, a lot of different lines work, and that's one of the things that makes New Smyrna one of my favorite racetracks to at least call. You never know which lane is going to prevail. It all kind of depends on what the driver is able to do with the car, and with the fixed setup like this, it makes it even closer between the 2 drivers, which often makes for good racing. Ooh, contact there. Hoyer kind of squeezed that 70 machine of Herman up into the wall a little bit. He was going forward. He's now going backwards. He's back into the 13th place spot. Trevor Catalano, your biggest mover, continuing to grow that moving trend. Up 10 positions now inside the top 10 for the 55. As we look back up front, Carter Russo, Brian Grable, Nathan Bryant. Bryant under fire from Jesse Binkley. A little bit of contact there nearly into turns 3 and 4 that time. As they go down the back straightaway, Bryant can lose a little bit of ground to Brian Grable, and that's not honestly what Grable probably wanted to see. Wants a little bit of breathing room behind so he doesn't have to defend while he's trying to make a pass on Carter Russo when he chooses to do so. These guys still green flag. Coming up to that halfway point, Carter Russo doing a good job keeping that 21 out front. But Grable just keeps him right there. Only a car length separating the 2 as they head into turns 3 and 4. See the 22 kind of charging the corners a little bit. He's definitely pushing to pressure that 21 machine. I don't know if he's necessarily trying to pass at this point in the race. Grable, a very experienced iRacer who knows the time and place to make a move, knows that Right now, these guys are seeing the halfway flags, cross flags at the line, halfway in, halfway home. Carter Russo has just locked in a bonus point for leading the most laps, actually 3 bonus points. And he gets an additional one for leading a lap. All kinds of bonuses given out here in Lead the Pack. 3 bonuses throughout the race, and then you have your qualifying bonus points for your top 10 competitors. And honestly, those bonus points sometimes win championships. A couple of the divisions, actually, we have 4 divisions here in Lead the Pack. 2 of the divisions, the race winner last week is not the points leader, so it's all about those bonus points and where you can get them. Carter Russo doing a good job here tonight in the 21 machine, picking up a lot of bonus points so far. We'll see if he can get that fastest lap here at some point throughout the race. Brian Grable is right there on the back bumper. Nathan Bryant's starting to close back in a little bit. And when that 49 closes back in, it makes you wonder if maybe the 22 has a little bit more pace. Russo's trying to set his own pace here. Still early on, 55 laps in of our 100 scheduled. Let's look at Jesse Binkley in the 25 machine. Behind Nathan Bryant in the 49, Brandon Elvis in the 54, trying to take a peek up top. That might have backfired. Look at Zach Murphy in the 29 machine trying to make a move. Murphy, your fast qualifier here tonight, has not been able to move that 29 machine forward just yet. Thought he had an opening right there, but not able to make the pass work underneath Brandon Elvis. Very tough to pass here tonight at the new Smyrna Speedway. Back behind Portland Herman. Under fire from Dalton Creech in the 36. Ooh, contact there. Herman up into the outside wall. And this is what I mentioned earlier on. 59 laps into this one. Heat is definitely in the tires. If you've been hard on that right front or right rear tire, you're going to see it here at this point in the run. And you saw the surge that Herman made earlier on in the race. Was up 7 positions at one point inside the top 10. He is back to his 16th place starting spot, so he's going to have to fight to recover. As, oh, look, trouble maybe. Nathan Bryant actually was, I think, having some connection issues there. Timing and scoring had him bopping all over the place. As, oh, Jesse Binkley's big slide there. Oh, contact. Binkley up into the wall. And the yellow flag is going to come back out. Second caution flag here tonight. Second caution flag of the night so far. Jesse Binkley up into the outside wall. We'll see what exactly happened. We'll try and go on board. He was big time loose, and I think got loose and came back up right there across the 54's nose. And Binkley going around. Unfortunately, I don't think anything the 54 of Elvis could do. Luckily, I don't think he has too much damage, so he should be able to continue on, but we'll watch it one more time. Here is the contact. You see the 25 get a little bit sideways, and up the track he goes. Nothing the rest of the field, or nothing Brandon Elvis can do right there. Luckily, the rest of the field was able to get by and not have any trouble there. As you see the 25 of Binkley down pit road. That brings out the caution for the second time here tonight. We're going to take a quick step away here on the WD Broadcasting Network, but you aren't going to miss a thing, as we'll be right back in just one moment. I'm your host, Winston Deal. We'll be back from New Smyrna. is back behind the iRacing.com pace truck. The lights are off. Carter Russo, Brian Grable going to lead us through the restart zone one more time. Green flag is back out, and we are back underway. Carter Russo comes across the line right there. Easy into turns 1 and 2. He's going to have a 2-car length advantage down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, Brandon Elvis up into the 3rd spot. He's going to try and take a peek at Brian Grable in the 22. Coleman and Nathan Bryant battle contact into turns 1 and 2 right there. Bryant, big save, all kinds of cars all over the racetrack. Big checkup in turns 1 and 2 right there. But the big beneficiaries of that going to be Brandon Elvis and Justin Coleman. Coleman up into the 4th spot. Meanwhile, back behind, they're still sorting it out. As a hectic restart right there. Not sure what exactly happened down into turns 1 and 2, but there was contact with Nathan Bryant, Justin Coleman, and a couple others, but we stay green flag racing. Carter Russo is your race leader right now in the 21 machine. Having a little bit of an issue with timing and scoring, trying to get that back up for you guys. Grable sits in the 2nd spot. We're coming to lap number 70 right here. Let's look at Bryson Myers, Zach Murphy. The battle right there for the 5th spot. Murphy, your fast qualifier, has not been able to move forward from his 5th place starting position. So we are still clean and green right here with under 30 laps to go. It's Brian Grable up into the outside wall in the 22 machine. That's going to open up the door for Brandon Elvis in the 54 machine. Elvis on the bottom in the 54, trying to make the low side work. Looks like he is going to get through. Brandon Elvis up into the 2nd spot here with 27 laps to go. 27 to go for your race leader, Carter Russo. He's got a 0.6 of a second advantage over Brandon Elvis in the 54 machine. Justin Coleman now trying to take advantage of Brian Grable losing that position to Elvis. Justin Coleman big time sideways. You can see the heat in the tires starting to appear a little bit more and a little bit more every single lap. These guys not quite able to have that drive off the corner that they did earlier on. Let's look at Bryson Myers in the 5th spot. These guys still trying to battle for the top 5 positions. Ticker back up for you guys. You can see the difference between them. And let's look at the last time by. Brandon Elvis marginally quicker in the 54 machine. Nothing major, but the 54 definitely a little bit quicker that last time by. You saw it up on screen. But it would definitely take potentially a caution flag here or a lot of pace from that 54 machine of Brandon Elvis if he wants a shot at it here. They're coming back to 20 laps to go. We are 80 laps in, 20 to go here for Carter Russo. And the caution flag is out. Brady Cox around in the 76 machine. And the caution flag is going to fly for the 2nd time here tonight. And the caution flag is out. Not sure what happened there. Brady Cox, he was battling with Kyle Schmitz for the 16th spot. there was contact down the back straightaway. We'll have to go back and see from a different angle what exactly happened. We'll go ahead and back that one up just a little bit. This is on board with the 04 of Caleb Thompson. Yeah, just a tiny little bit of contact. Couldn't really tell right there. As we watch one more time, Brady Cox and the 19 of Kyle Schmitz. Just a very tight incident there up off the corner. Unfortunate. Cox was having a decent run. Started to recover from dropping back early on, but unfortunately involved in that incident there. So the caution flag is going to fly and re-rack and restack this field with under 20 laps to go. We've got 17 to go across the stripe that time. Look at the top 20 on the left side of your screen. Still 19 cars on the lead lap. The only driver a couple laps down is Jesse Binkley in the 25 machine. Binkley was having a good run in that 25. Up inside the top 3 most of the race, but had that contact with Brandon Elvis up off the corner. Got loose and came back up across. Elvis did nothing wrong, was able to keep that car in the right direction. And he is in the second spot right now. We'll see if he can keep that car inside the podium until the checkered flag, but we've got 15 laps to go when we bring him back across. Carter Russo going to elect to take that outside lane once again. It's worked so far. We'll see if it works again as they make their way into turns 3 and 4, about to go back green. So they work their way through the restart zone. Carter Russo goes and nice and early right there. Going to leave Brandon Elvis in the dust. He's going to have a couple of car lengths down into turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, the battle is on for the 3rd spot. Justin Coleman going to get the jump in the 14. Here comes Zach Murphy, your fast qualifier as well, in the 29. Brian Grable on the bottom side. Grable a little bit sideways there, up off the corner. Here comes Bryson Myers to the inside as well. Myers trying to move up inside the top 5. Grable holding the position for now, and the caution flag is out. Big one down the back straightaway. Tate Payne involved. Cortland Herman, Dalton Creech turned around down the back straightaway. And the caution flag is back out once again. Not sure what happened there. Tate Payne, I think, got into the back bumper of Dalton Creech. We will see. Yeah, there was just contact right there. A big stack up off the corner. I think Payne just kind of didn't expect Creech to be out of the gas, and he had Caleb Thompson to his back bumper as well. But under caution for a 4th time here tonight. Apologies that says second caution flag here this evening. It is the 4th caution here at New Smyrna. But the big one happening down the back straightaway. We'll get one more look at that before we send them back green. You saw the contact there. Nowhere for Cortland Herman to go. Caleb Thompson obviously nowhere to go in the 04. This is on board with Thompson right there. Yeah, just nowhere to go. He's got his rear tires up off the ground. Martin Piazzatelli with big damage in the 133. We'll walk right on board with him. Nearly had that one miss. Just hopped the right front, I believe it was, of Dalton Creech's car. And unfortunately, Brady Cox did not do much right there in that incident, but was collected in the aftermath because Piazzatelli was unable to turn that race car And that is going to end Brady Cox's night, I believe, in the 76. So tough break for Brady Cox. As the field will get the one to go signal next time by, I believe. It'll be Carter Russo and Brandon Elvis leading the field to green. We'll see if we can't grab a word from Brandon Elvis. Brandon Elvis, up in the broadcast booth, you got a copy.
Hey, man.
Alrighty, well, you're one lap to green, so we'll make it short, but it's been an eventful race. You're in the second spot here. You've got 8 laps to go when we come back. What can you do to put that 54 machine in victory lane?
The biggest thing is not sleep on this restart. I got to get that going, and I think I may have knocked a toe out earlier when that guy tried clearing himself, so we'll see what we got.
Alrighty, well, you're about to go back green, but good luck to you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, it was fun to talk to Brandon Elvis right there. Pop in right before he goes back green, but through the restart zone. Oh, green flag is out, and we are under yellow once again. And the caution flag is out. Elvis in the 54 was a little bit quick there in the restart zone. Unfortunate. And the caution flag is back out. A big stack up on the restart. Not what we wanted to see. We'll watch it one more time. The 54 definitely got the jump right there. And Russo was not having it, and a bunch of contenders wiped out. Murphy involved, Creech upside down right there. As the caution flag lies. I think Elvis, unfortunately, has a black flag. As Carter Russo gonna get the race lead back after that one. Coleman gonna inherit the second spot. Brian Gravel gonna go to the third spot. And not sure what happened right there. Not sure what happened there. Brandon Elvis made some contact under caution right there. And the white flag is out. We are going to go back 1 to green. Going to have a green-white checkered finish. A strange way to end the great race, honestly, here at New Smyrna Speedway. We're going to have a single file restart. And it'll be Carter Russo, Justin Coleman, and Brian Gravel. Your top 3 right here. Russo through the restart zone. Good jump right there. Russo gets away. Coleman gets away as well in the second spot. A lot of room for these guys with 2 laps to go. Russo not going to have to defend much here. Coleman a couple car lengths back into the 14 machine. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go here at the New Smyrna Speedway. Russo, a big advantage down the back straightaway. Justin Coleman in the second spot. Brian Gravel in the third position. And they come around turns 3 and 4. Carter Russo going to pick up the victory here at New Smyrna in week number 2. Brian Grable comes home second. Or sorry, Justin Coleman comes home second. Brian Grable in the 3rd spot. Connor Lee comes home 4th. Scott Negus comes home 5th. And that is going to do it here at New Smyrna Speedway. We're going to come back in just one moment with a word from our top 3 finishers here. But Carter Russo is your winner. Justin Coleman comes home second. Brian Grable comes home in the 3rd spot. We're going to take a step away. We'll be right back in just one moment.
Basket can't defend. He's got the outside line for the second part, and he can't hold on.
Going the long way around. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead as they all come to the line. Who is going to take it in the end?
And here comes Lockwood. He's going to make the move to the outside. Quinn tries to force him off a little bit, but there he goes. It's going to be side by side through turn 1.
Will he be able to cover him off? He does. Weaving back to the left-hand side. Reynolds is trying everything. The kitchen sink is being thrown at it.
They're leaning on each other. Coming into turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race through 3 and 4. Coming back to the line. Here comes Trish on the bottom. Bouchard's going to hold the inside. Tries to be the late breaker here. They're going to be side by side through the final chicane. They bang doors, but keep it clean.
As they're still 4 wide on the run down into the back straightaway. Demerit's looking for a line as well. What is going on in Michigan?
Novak into the fence. They're still beating and banging. And to the line.
He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Abramitis is ahead. There's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it?
Alrighty, folks, here we are back at the New Smyrna Speedway, ready to talk to our top 3 finishers. We will start with our 3rd place finisher here tonight, Brian Grable. See if we can't get Grable up into the voice chat. 3rd place finisher, Brian Grable, up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, you started in the 5th spot here tonight. Got up to the front pretty early on, and ended up battling with Carter Russo for the lead most of the race. Late race restart, lost that 2nd position, but still 3rd place run here tonight. How do you feel?
I felt pretty good. Just could never get around Carter. He ran a great race. This track's high side dominant. You can't get under anybody, and really with having to drive this car with a throttle, couldn't really do much, so I just kind of sat back and rode and took what I could get, there for a little bit. Started P1, he got the lead early on. I ended up getting shuffled back to 5th, but I just stayed patient, kept my nose clean, and ended up still getting the top 3 tonight, so I felt pretty good.
Yeah, great run for that 22 machine here this evening. Who do you have to thank that helped get you on the podium here in week number 2?
I'd like to thank Champs Auto Care, Oliver Motorsports, Napa Auto Parts, RaceEPI.com, and Scrub Out Cancer, and I'd like to give a big shout out to Justin Coleman for getting this car done today so I could have it out here.
Alrighty, well, congratulations to you, Brian, on a 3rd place run here tonight, and we wish you luck next week at the IRP Speedway, or Indianapolis Raceway Park.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, that was your 3rd place finisher. Now to talk to our 2nd place finisher here tonight. Up into the broadcast booth, Justin Coleman, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Well, second place for you here tonight. Started in the 9th position, and you battled with a lot of guys throughout the top 5. It looked pretty tough to pass here tonight. Luckily, there was a little bit of parting of seas in front of you, and that 14 machine was able to get up onto the podium and into the 2nd spot. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good, man, especially in these cars. I'm not very versed in these. This is probably like my 4th or 5th race with these cars, so they're definitely different, and the visibility issue kind of sucks, but yeah, man, I'll take 2nd place. Hate that happened with Brandon. That's crazy, but yeah, I guess it is what it is. But no, other than that, yeah, man, it was hard to pass out there. It's just car was real tight on entry and through the center, and then real loose off, so couldn't really amount any kind of run. Just had to wait on somebody to make a mistake. But overall, I'll take it, man. We had a pretty good clean race, and got us a podium, so that's a win in my book.
Yeah, definitely a good run here tonight after a pretty rough start to week 1 for the 14 machine. Good to recover, get back up onto your podium ways. Who do you have to thank for a fast car, as always, here at New Smyrna?
Always shout out my team, Elvis Coleman Racing, and all the guys. Great group of guys. Always willing to help and fun to race with. Thank you at WD Broadcasting Network for the awesome streams. Always like going back and watching them after the race. Thank all my sponsors, Chestnut Hill, the restaurant, Coastal Performance, Shockeye Racing Performance, Barry Elvis Performance and Fabrication, Gibbs Brothers Construction, Parker Brothers Window Tinting, B8 Homes Construction, Coleman Designs, and everybody at LTP, man. Pretty good league.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun here tonight. Up until that last really 30 laps, this race was really, really good, and there was a lot of battling. You guys all looked very, very close inside that top 5, and there was kind of a breakaway between you guys and the rest of the field. Next week, we go to IRP. Don't know if you're going to be able to make the modified race next week, but IRP, Justin, what do you think about that track? How do you feel going there?
I've always had pretty good luck at IRP. I don't know about in these cars. It'll be the first time I ran them, but looking forward to it. We're going to try to make it. See if we can back up this podium. Make sure it ain't a fluke.
Yeah, definitely got to prove yourself. Got it once. Can you get it twice? We'll see. I'm sure you can throughout the rest of the season. I'm sure we'll talk to this 14 machine one more time, at least in the modified division. But nonetheless, Justin, good luck to you at IRP next week, and congratulations to you on your 2nd place run here tonight.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it a lot.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks, that was Justin Coleman. Now to talk to the man of the hour, our feature winner here tonight, Carter Riso, up into the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, Carter. Well, a great race here tonight. You started, I think, in the 2nd spot on that outside lane. Wasted no time. Drove around Brian Gravel's outside in the 22 and led it from there, but they were all over your back bumper the whole time. The 21 did not make a mistake here tonight. You were glass smooth, and from that, you are the winner. How do you feel?
Yeah, I knew after I didn't get such a good qualifying effort, and I was hoping I'd be on the outside lane. I knew that's where it would be. I was hoping I could get by them early and just set the pace. I think the guys behind me were wanting to go a little faster than I was, so I'd kind of speed up, give myself a little bit of a gap, and then I'd back it down and save some tire. So I was worried about there at the end. We were getting them late cautions. I didn't save enough tire, but I ended up turning the fastest lap of the race on lap 100. So I think we had enough tire left. We had to do a little bit more, but yeah, overall good race. There's a lot of riding there in the beginning when we had such a clean race, and I don't know what happened there at the end. I guess everybody let loose. We held them cautions, thought they'd gain spots on restarts.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like you said, let loose there at the end, but it was a good start to the race, and like you said, you were able to set your own pace in that 21 machine and really control the race in the 21, and picked up your first victory here in the Leave the Pack modified division. You won the super race last Wednesday night. That was the last race we did. This makes it 2 in a row here in Leave the Pack competition. Do you think you have anything for the rest of the races here at New Smyrna this week?
Yeah, so I'm not going to run late model stocks. I got some stuff going on tomorrow, but yeah, I think we'll be pretty good in the street stocks. I never really run a street stock around the new street stock, I should say, around New Smyrna. And as always, supers will be as good as we'll be, and I'm sure me and Mark will be together like always. But yeah, just you gotta take it 1 week at a time, 1 car at a time. So.
Alrighty, well, Carter, great run here tonight. Who do you have to thank that helped get you this victory in the modified division?
Yeah, so first and foremost, Mark Keeban with K Cars. Let's see, Biggs and Watson, Rosemont Storage, you for putting this race on and broadcasting it. My girlfriend. I think that's about it. Looking forward to Street Stocks and Supers on Wednesday, and hopefully we'll be back sometime in the booth up here. So.
Yeah, Carter, I'm sure we'll see you back in the booth. Winner of the last 2 Leave the Pack iRacing League races in the modified here tonight. In case we see you back in the modified division, you were fast qualifier last week, won here tonight. Next week we go to IRP. A little bit of a change of pace. Actually, one of my favorite tracks to run here in the modifieds, just because of how much maneuverability there is and how much opportunity to race there is. Going to be a fun track. What are you thinking heading in there with Victory pushing you there?
Yeah, so I've never really run a modified around IRP, but and the stuff I haven't ran it in, I'm not a big fan of the track. So we'll definitely see. I didn't really like Kern either, so we performed pretty well there. So hopefully I can adapt and figure it out pretty quick. Set quick time and be back in victory lane hopefully next week.
Alrighty, well, it sounds like you've got a game plan, but nonetheless, congratulations to you one more time, Carter, on your victory here tonight at New Smyrna.
Thanks, sir.
Alrighty. That was Carter Russo, driver of the 21 machine, and we will get the final finishing results up on screen for you guys. Results up on screen from our feature. Carter Russo walks away with his first modified victory of the season. Justin Coleman comes home second. Brian Gravel third. Connor Lee comes home fourth in the 18. Scott Negus fifth in the 555s. Bryson Myers comes home sixth in the 11. Martin Piazzatelli seventh in the 133. Nathan Bryant eighth in the 49. Tate Payne ninth in the 12. Caleb Thompson comes home 10th in the 04. Cortland Herman in the 70 machine ends up 11th. Zach Murphy, your fast qualifier, tough break, ends up in the 12th spot after a good run. Dalton Creech going to come home 36th, or 13th in the 36 car, rather. Brad Carpenter in the 31 machine comes home 14th. Trevor Catalano, 15th in the 55C. Zach Coyer in the 16th spot in the 13. Brandon Elvis, after that unfortunate break, and I think he got into somebody under caution a little bit there towards the end of that race, so unfortunate night for the 54. Ends up 17th. Jesse Binkley, 18th behind him. And back behind them, Kyle Schmitz, Brady Cox, rounding out the field. 16 cars on the lead lap at the end of this one, though. There was definitely battling all throughout the field all night long. But that's going to do it for us here tonight at the New Smyrna Speedway. Thank you guys for tuning into week number 2 for the Leave the Pack Modified Division. I am your host, Winston Neal, signing it off here at the New Smyrna Speedway. We'll catch you guys back tomorrow night and Wednesday for the rest of the Leave the Pack Racing League races this week. But yeah, Winston Neal, your host, signing it off. Thank you guys for watching as always. Take it easy.